Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for January the 2nd. We're going to be pulling one card per sign. That'll give you enough to give you a little bit of information if you know your sun sign, a little bit more if you know your sun, moon, and rising, and quite a bit of information if you know your full planetary placements. So let's see, what do we need to say? Everybody remember the contest. Put a comment down below if you want to be entered in the contest for the month. And what else? Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you for sharing, for liking, and of course for commenting. And thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions. It's because of you guys I get to do what I love to do for my living. Aries. Aries, you guys have the Six of Wands showing up in reverse. And the Six of Wands in reverse is telling me that you have a situation where you're doing something that not only benefits yourself but also benefits other people as well. However, it seems like nobody really appreciates that. People are kind of taking everything that you're doing for granted right now, Aries. We don't like that. I'm sorry. Taurus. Taurus, you guys have the Justice card showing up in reverse. This is telling me that you're having a hard time making a decision about somebody in your sphere of influence who has done something that turned out poorly. And you're trying to figure out, did they intend for things to turn out this way? Or were they intending better things and things just got off track and they didn't know how to fix it? And I think you're having a really hard time as you're trying to figure this out and make this decision today, Taurus. Next up, let's look at Gemini. Geminis, you guys have the Ten of Swords showing up here. And this is just telling me that you have a situation that has been a long-term cause of tension or debate that is finally coming to an end. And it looks like it's even coming to an end like as the sun sets, maybe even underwater in this deck, eh? I don't think that's underwater, but I do think it says the sun is setting, which really is just like a more highlighted version of saying that this is coming to an end. The day is coming to an end. This tension is coming to an end. So this has probably been a cycle or a phase in your life that is finally over and complete. We like tension and debates being over and complete, don't we? Okay, so who was that for? That was for Gemini. Next up, let's look at who is fourth? Cancer. Cancers, you guys have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card that can say a lot of different things actually for me, but it does talk about bringing something into the nest, someone usually. So this could be bringing a baby home. This could be somebody coming to visit. This could be you going back home to visit. Also, this can be you sort of opening up and sharing some of your inner feelings with people as well. Somebody feels like home to you. You feel like you can talk to them, about just about anything, that type of thing as well. Okay, so a lot of different things that could be. I think most of you are going to get a combination of some of those. All right, so next up, let's look at Leo. Leos, you guys are showing the Empress card. We like this. Now, the Empress is really good at manifesting things in a more intuitive way by letting the universe know, wouldn't it be nice if, and then just sort of getting out of the way as the universe takes care of that and handles it. And so this is what we see with this Empress card. We see you being very productive, very fertile, bringing things into your manifestation in a very receptive way, a graciously receptive way. And I also feel like this is talking about that you are recognizing some of the authority you have in your own life to manifest those things that you want. You're starting to recognize your own power is what's coming to me through this card for those of you who are Leos. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Virgos, you guys are showing the King of Wands. This is telling me about somebody that you're interacting with today, and the King of Wands is somebody who is very creative. They think outside the box. They're great problem solvers. They're somebody who really like to have people around them in a good headspace, mentally and emotionally. so they can crack jokes or be very encouraging and uplifting, usually highly charismatic people. So this is somebody that you are interacting with today, Virgo, and I feel like this person is somebody who, part of the reason you're interacting with them, whether you know that and are doing it intentionally or whether it's just a divine appointment, either way, is because I think this person is helping you to see things from a different perspective that helps you feel better about your life and about yourself. We like that. Next up, let's look at Libra. Libras, 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 what do we have here? Nine of Pentacles showing up for you guys. Nine of Pentacles is just telling me that you guys are feeling very self-sufficient, independent, very much capable and able to handle anything that comes up in life, and really happy with how things are going during your day. So we like that. Next up is Scorpio. Oh, Scorpios, what do we have? Is this this must be a queen, right? Yep. Okay. Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. So this is telling me, what is the Queen of Pentacles telling me? Queen of Pentacles in reverse tells me that there's somebody that we have been generous with either our energy or our efforts, and that by being generous with this person, we were hoping to help them to get a leg up in some way or another. And what we're finding is that that has not worked out so well. In fact, it has made that person more dependent on us rather than more independent. And so at this point, what we're doing is we are cutting off that generosity in the hopes that this person will become more independent by us doing that. All right? So who is that? That was Scorpios. Next up, let's look at Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, Ace of Cups showing up here. This just tells me that you have found something that is new and refreshing and fulfilling to you. And it looks to me like with this Ace of Cups, we're really at the beginning of things with whatever this is. And you may be thinking about ways to move forward with that. Okay, now let's see, Capricorn. Capricorns, you guys have the King of Swords showing up in reverse. King of Swords in reverse is just telling me, Capricorns, that you may be having a hard time figuring out logically how to handle a situation that's in front of you. And you may be coming into a point where logic is not necessarily the most opportune thing to use, or the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, okay. Logic may not be the most auspicious means of figuring something out, figuring out how you're going to deal with something or what you're going to do about something. And I think that right now this has you a little bit floored, Capricorn. Has you a little bit floored because I don't think you necessarily want to handle whatever this is with emotions, but you're starting to see that just straight up logic is not always the answer either. Okay, next up, let's look at, what am I looking at here? Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, that has to be the Queen of Swords if that's the King of Swords, right? Yep, okay. So Queen of Swords showing up here. So when we've got the Queen of Swords showing up, this is just telling me that you are being very logical. You are putting on your business mind frame as you're looking at something. And that's really your secret power here, is this idea of being able to be logical, being able to think about what is going on in a situation and come to a logical conclusion with it. So kind of the opposite of what we saw with Capricorn, where Capricorn is kind of being forced into a situation where they're not being so logical. Right now, Aquarius, you're in a situation where logic is your secret power here, okay, as you're making decisions and moving forward. All right, next up, let's look at Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, you guys have the Hermit showing up here. And what we have with the Hermit is this idea that you have spent some time really understanding yourself at a deeper level than a lot of people understand themselves, coming into a conscious awareness. And now what we have going on is we have people that are around you that are watching you and that are inspired by you to do things in a similar way to what you have done them. So really you've done some shadow work basically, and now you're coming out and you're being around people and they are following your lead on how to handle certain things as they come up. Okay? So that's what we've got for today, guys. Thank you all of you for being here. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.